Cancer. Let's begin. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K, it would seem. It's really important for you to know your self-worth at this time, Cancer. I think that some things that you do not expect to go down are going to go down. Be prepared for tower moments. And as a result of some crazy shit going down, you're going to be put in a scenario where you have to make a decision. What came out of the Life Coaching Oracle deck for you, Cancer, is the magic touch. You're accessing true magic from deep within. You have the magic touch right now. Oh, and you're a visionary. You're learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. I do believe that some of you have beginner's luck. I think you're going to be asked to turn some chicken shit into some chicken salad this month, at the end of the month. And I do think that when you touch something, you have the ability to make it turn to gold, because you're a visionary with the magic touch. You deserve recognition. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do, and you need to be able to authentically self-express. You're not supposed to be parroting other people right now, Cancer, or telling them what they want to hear. You have got to be true to who you are. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in amazing ways. I have Mentor at the bottom of the deck. You're about to meet a person of higher integrity who will guide you in the right direction. Some of you may mentor someone else and teach them, like, look, what are your best talents and gifts? What is your vision for the future? Are you insisting that you're recognized for what you bring to the table? Are you being the real you? You have an opportunity to mentor other people in this way. Some of you will meet a mentor that will help you with that. Or if you have someone that you consider a mentor, you're being asked to maybe connect with that person, reconnect with them. They can help you. I'm hearing it is not a person that you've outgrown. It's a person that can help you with direction, or you're stepping into that kind of role. Wow. But you deserve to be recognized for something here, okay? And you have to be the real you. It's like some of you have a secret formula or a secret sauce. They also wanted me to use the Colette Baron Reid Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck. Sweet results await. Bee Spirit, number 7, but then Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Turtle was in reverse. Slow and steady wins the race. That came in the reverse, and Fox is at the bottom of the deck. Think on your feet. It's not a time to move slowly. Don't go in circles at this time. Do not expect perfection out of yourself. I think it is time to move quickly with Turtle in reverse. You can't be stuck. You need to be unstuck. You are going to have to be really quick-witted. You're going to have to, if you follow human design, if you have sacral or splenic authority, or you have a defined sacral and spleen, try to tap into it. In particular, if that part of your body is at all attached to the main authority center in your body. But those of you with the spleen and the sacral defined, tap into them, okay? Be quick. Listen to your gut. Listen to your instincts. You're going to have to move fast. Sweet results do await you, Cancer, but only if you know your worth. It's like you're going to have an opportunity to either let someone reward you and recognize you for your Midas touch and your visions, or take advantage of you in some way. And when I said, when I dropped the whole spread out, I was like, shit, what's your overall advice? I tapped into the wisdom of the Tao and use volume 2 here. Think twice and refuse to be used. Make a decision is at the bottom of the deck. Think twice, Cancer. When things seem so obvious, there may be more to it than is on the surface appearance. Okay, don't let nobody give you just surface details. Get below the surface. Don't underestimate the situation. Think twice and explore more deeply before taking action. Don't let anybody rush you into a decision, okay? You will need to make a decision, but you cannot be used. Know your own worth. Refuse to be used. You have something that someone else wants. Like, not to take it from you, but like, you're the magician here. So you need to see yourself in that way. Yeah, I think someone wants you to rescue them from something, to be perfectly honest. The overall energy of the reading is the 2 of Cups. The way someone's feeling is the Page of Pentacles. You're being seen as the Page of Cups. What you need to know is death, and the final outcome is the Tower. Whoa. Okay, so there's definitely invitations, something to consider, something to determine whether or not you know, what's in front of you has value and can be developed, but something is about to end, and or there's a transformation taking place. It's been a bit of a long time coming with death here, but with the Tower, that's crazy Scorpio energy. There could be a Scorpio involved. I also see Aries, I have Aquarius, and I have Capricorn here. Justice is at the bottom of the deck. A choice needs to be made. You may feel as though you are at a bit of an impasse and nobody's getting along. Okay, that's like, it's a little bit of the mud pit of life here. This might be going down at work. It could be going down in a friend circle or a group dynamic as well, because someone wants to have a conversation with you, the Two of Cups. And also some of you are just looking yourself in the mirror and trying to figure out how you really feel. If you have emotional authority, that's your human design, well, good. You do need to look yourself in the mirror. You need to get in touch with your feelings. You need other people to express their feelings to you. I do think a conversation is going to take place here because it's here as a combo with either yourself or somebody else. And underneath this is you, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Devil. There could be a Capricorn involved. Someone is very emotional here. Cancer. I think classic water sign, you immediately have a very strong, sympathetic, emotional reaction to something that's happening. Look at how the Queen of Cups is looking at this group of people. So this could be happening in a family dynamic. For some of you, I think it's happening at work based on the oracle messages that came out. It's like you see this tension. You see people trying to work something out, but that is not the Three of Cups, where people are creatively collaborating. That's like ankle biting, people trying to agree to disagree. It could be worse, but it could be better. And with the Devil here, there could be a Capricorn here, but it could also be like these people might be beholden to something that isn't good for them. And I think that someone is going to talk to you about this. Like, look at this shit show, Cancer. Can you help me with this? And immediately you care. You can't not care. You're designed to care. And you're like, I so see this. I so see this drama. I so see this tension. There is a possibility that someone thinks they can drag you back into their drama and pull on your heartstrings, which is why I think the Taoist Oracle Masters were saying, look, you can't be used, and you need to get to the bottom of what's really going on here before you make a decision. And a decision will have to be made. With the Page of Pentacles here, there is something to look at. There is something to be developed here. And the Page of Cups is also like making some kind of an emotional gesture. Clarifying this is the Star, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Now, some of you have like a toxic person around you that they might have walked away from you, but now they're going to come back and say, please still be my friend. I'm really sorry. They walked away, but now they're going to circle back. They have a little bit of a manipulative streak to them. Just keep that in mind. I'm also hearing this person might have been a little attention seeking. I feel like most of this is you, but you take it as it resonates. This could be a person coming towards you. They do see hope. Someone sees hope here. Hope for a renewal, hope to break a glass ceiling, hope for things to be better. But with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups, it's like, I feel like you guys don't trust this to a degree. I feel like the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups is you. You're like, all right, let me take a look at your problem. Well, I see that nobody is getting along. I do see where things could get better, but I don't know if I want to be part of this. I don't know if I want to be part of this. Or it's possible that there could be like you and another person are trying to work things out. I hear mostly that it's happening in like life path, career, or workplace, but this could be happening in a romantic relationship too, where it's like there is hope here, but you keep getting dragged back into bullshit and someone isn't honest and they are emotionally avoidant. I also am hearing that someone is kind of embarrassed about the way it has been up until now. And the Page of Cups is a little emotional invitation. Clarifying this is the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, I feel like someone has been through something very difficult here. And they may be passive aggressive, Cancer. Their plan is to get you to notice what they're going through so that you will approach them. I'm also hearing that some of you have an employer that like the shit is hitting the fan with their company or their department. Could be in a family, could be in a romantic relationship too. And it's like, can we work this out? I'm hearing that you will be asked to fix something. And this puts you, you have just become a very good bargaining chip. I also think that they look at you and they see that you have a good plan. You have the Midas touch, you're the magician, and they want your help. And sweet results will await you, but only if they recognize you for what you legit bring to the table and that they pay you what you're worth within any way you receive payment for something. Did someone like fire you from a job and then ask you to come back? Is that happening in a relationship maybe as well? Well, both are a relationship. But here's the thing, you're the visionary one that expresses your real true self, and you have the magic touch. It's like that is worth its weight in gold, Cancer. You have something that other people are not bringing to the table. So you best make them give you what you're worth and recognize you in some way. Here's what you need to know or your advice. Death. We could have Scorpio involved. There's nothing subtle about Scorpio. It's very dramatic and intense. Even if it's under the surface, it's like a big deal. Something is ending, and clarifying this is the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Tower. This is what's going on with this person over here. Something is ending and they're freaking out. They're mad. I feel like you have a person around you that is undergoing some kind of a death or a transformation, or something is dying, whether they want it to or not. It's transforming and changing whether they want it to or not. They're hanging on to dear life to any little thing that they have here with the Four of Pentacles. And they're mad that it's chaotic at this point. Like, it's like they want change, but they might not be willing to pay for it. If that makes any sense. That's what I'm hearing. Take that for what it's worth, for as it resonates. But the final outcome is the Tower. It's about to pop off. It's about to be chaos. It's about to be a rocket shooting into the sky, and they're not walking out, they're falling out. Okay, it's about to go sideways crazy here, Cancer. And clarifying this is the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and Judgment. This is all major arcana. Cancer, you are somehow involved in something, and then justice is going to be served. It's like something is really changing, and the consequences have to be dealt with. A contract may have to be signed. This is make a decision, but it's got to be fair. It's also, I'm hearing, get it all in writing. Especially if we've got this little Page of Pentacles. Maybe somebody made you an offer and they skimped you in some way, or they left something out that they thought that you wouldn't see. They're hoping they can pull on your heartstrings. I'm also hearing someone say, please fix my problem. Please fix my problems. Destiny and fate are changing at this time. There's so much up in the air. There's so much fate and destiny at play. With the Moon of Pisces here, there's no telling where it's really going. You're going to have to go by feel. You will. You're going to have to listen to your intuition and go by feel. The Moon is ever changing. The Wheel of Fortune is changed. The Tower is, well, everything just exploded. And whatever's happening, it's going to feel kind of mysterious. And I feel like you're going to feel it on a deep level, and you won't even be able to articulate it, Cancer. You won't be able to quite put your finger on what's happening. There's still quite a bit of illusion at play, or things remain to be seen with the Moon. But as this is all happening, as confusing and chaotic as it is, you're hearing an inner calling as a result. Judgment. We have all the cards of Scorpio here. Scorpio is about death and transformation. Scorpio is also about bringing to the surface and exposing like a raw nerve what needs to be healed and integrated so that we can move forward and get out of the 8th house of transformation and into the 9th house of an expansion. You are at an inner calling. You are at a crossroads. Look, when I get the wheel and Judgment, this is kind of a big deal. For some of you, this is more than an important choice. The next choice you make could quite literally impact the next 20 years of your life. Judgment's a 20-year card for me. It might not be that dramatic for all of you, but it's like there's an inner calling here that has to be listened to. You have to listen to your best judgment. You cannot rely on the judgment of these folks because I don't know what the hell they're doing. Someone's hopeful for something. They're being a little duck and weave with you. They want to leave the past behind, but they're asking you to give a shit about their bullshit. Yeah. I'm also hearing that someone's just like really, really emotional. They don't want to see you change. It's hurting them to watch you walk away. Yeah. It's hurting them to watch you walk away. They know you're freeing yourself and they don't want you to. They may try to pull you back because they don't want the change. It's like even if they know that change has to occur, they feel like they don't have any control over it. They may have some Capricorn in their chart and Aquarius. I have some Cap and Aquarius in my chart and a bit of Aries here. And one of the shadow traits of all three of those signs is they are a little bit low-key control freaks. So something may be dying or ending or happening in a way that you have to know your worth at this time because you may just have a solution. Here's what's going on in the environment. This person, whoever they are, the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, there it is again. They're holding on to something. Strength, they're trying to be strong, the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is turning for them. Their fate and their destiny is changing. And I think they're frantic. I wanted to know why they were being strong. They could just have Leo in their chart. They're trying to be strong and face, when strength and the wheel come together, it's like someone's going through something difficult and change can be difficult and you have to be strong to make it through that change. I also hear that someone resists change big time. They have a little bit of an ego that they need to contend with. And a clarified strength, and I got the 8 of Swords, the Devil, and the 9 of Swords. This person's freaking out. Whoever they are, they're freaking out. This person does not want to see what's wrong. Or they don't like a Capricorn. They could just be Capricorn, but they're not solution focused. They struggle to accept what they're chained and bound to. They don't want to get like a bad diagnosis of any kind. And they're really anxious. They're really worried. They're really afraid. And it's interesting. They're like, I don't have the Knight of Swords here, but it's all happening in their mind, Cancer. They're looking at all the details. They're gathering what they have. If this is happening at work, they don't have it to give you a raise. And it's like someone doesn't want to admit something is changing. They don't want to admit to the problem, but they want you to help them with the problem that they don't want to admit to. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, you are at an impasse here. So, and I'm like, oh my God, what's Cancer's response? Well, your judgment. Okay, I'm hearing an inner calling. Some of you have Scorpio in your chart and you can really listen deeply. Scorpio has unparalleled instincts. Pisces and Cancer, intuitive. Scorpio, instinctual. You have it in you. Your instincts are going off and Spirit is blowing a horn in your face. You're at a crossroads. Listen to your own best judgment. The 7 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. This looks like for a job of some kind. You have the secret sauce. There's stuff that you're not giving away. You know something and you're grinning over your shoulder like, I mean, I could come and help. I feel like Spirit is saying to you, keep your good ideas to yourself because you're the one with the magic touch. You're the one with the visionary ideas. You need to know your worth. You need to be recognized. You need to be allowed to self-express. You don't look like you feel 100% confident to express yourself authentically here. And you have to ask yourself, do I want to wear a mask? Or do I want to pretend something is what it isn't? I think I just want to get the hell out of this situation. The Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You will examine an offer. Why? Because this is a seed that you can plant that manifests into abundance. A pentacle is a coin. It grows. And I think you're going to give it a look. But you might give someone else a look. Like you may have an option between like 2 jobs, 2 relationships. Some shit is going down. I'm also hearing, Cancer, that right now someone else's loss, you may initially see it as your benefit. Like someone loses a job and they leave and then they offer it to you, but do you really want that position? I also think there could have been some lying that happened someone lied. But it's like someone they need help. Someone's desperate. And it's like you could do this. I wanted to know why the 7 of Swords was here, which is you're going to play the game real smart. Right? It's a game. It's not show friends. It's show business. You're going to keep a bit to yourself. And I clarified this and I have the Knight of Pentacles, Justice, and the 9 of Wands. Okay. I do think that you are going to be made an offer, but you will be asked to make a decision and maybe even sign some kind of contract. Or sometimes when I get Justice with the 10 of Swords, that is an ending something in some way. And it's hard to know what to do here. You're worn down, you're guarded, you know you have to face a consequence. Look how the Knight of Pentacles is looking back over his shoulder at Justice, like remember what happened last time. There could just be a Libra involved. Some of you have Libra and Scorpio in your chart, and it's like, what do I do next? Because the shit's about to go down. You need to think twice, Cancer, okay? There's stuff below the surface that you need to hear first before you say yes to anything. I don't have the 5 of Cups here. I feel like shit's going down and someone's losing control and they want you to save them and rescue them, but they don't really want to tell you that, and they don't want to acknowledge that you're the one that has the true magic and the skills and the abilities deep within. Do not let yourself be used. Know your own worth, okay? This is so important right now. I don't care what kind of relationship it is, Cancer, because you are victory. You are driven. You people succeed. And you wear your hearts on your sleeve. And people's bullshit and shenanigans and problems, it's like, do you want to be part of solutions or do you want to be part of problems? Visionary is future focused. And there is a bit of pain and a mess to clean up. And it's like you do have to make a choice about which way to go. Do not make the choice right now. Give yourself some time, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow and the 9 of Wands is guarded. But Justice is here, like you're going to have to live with the consequence based on the choice that you make. You'll have to live with a consequence based on the choice you make. Just know that this person is kind of desperate. I get the sense that they owe you more if you help. So just know that they don't want to have to pay more than they're paying. They also don't want to face something. So if you do anything for them, Cancer, help them face their truth and help bring them to a freedom or go somewhere else. Because you'll have to live with your choice once you make it. They're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. Intense. Wow, I saved the best zodiac sign for last and we get the Tower and Death. It's intense. I hope you make it through this, Cancer, and I hope this resonated and I hope it helped. Guys, I'm always listening to the universe for you, Cancer. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.